Good morning, Aries, or good evening. Oh, all right, Spirit. Give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. What is going on in Aries' energy? Let's see what's going on, Aries. Hope y'all are staying warm. My hands are like freezing. We have the Six of Coins coming out. Five of Coins. Somebody here is about to get paid. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's about to get paid, and somebody's about to get mad and angry and upset about it. It's probably the person that's going to have to pay you. Like, I see somebody throwing a tantrum about a situation while you are over here receiving. Like, give me my money. And you building something up for yourself. Maybe establishing something for yourself. Maybe establishing credit could be, right? It's something with money or resources, like building something up for yourself or building up your bank account, savings account. And somebody's like really angry. It's like you're not doing something that you used to do. Maybe something that you used to do when you were younger. The person's like really upset. So you have somebody that's really upset because they feel like they've lost out on something, or they're losing out because you're winning. It could be just that this person has that in their head, you know. Some people think that if you have more money, that means they have less money. That's not how it works, you know. You know what I mean? Especially because, well, if you think about it, the way that we the way that we use our money, for instance, we put money in the bank, right? But is our money physically really in the bank? No, it's not. You know, you could have like, you know, $1,500 in your account saying that on paper or saying that on digital form, but the reality is there really $1,500 physically in your bank? No, it's not. You know what I mean? So, in other words, our currency is very fluid, right? So just because you get paid doesn't mean that this person's going to have less. You see what I'm saying? So, but they don't see it that way, right? They don't see it that way. I do feel like this person is somebody who, you know, they don't exactly have their feet on the ground, okay? They don't exactly have their ability to do the things that they want to do, okay? Like take charge, like take charge of a situation, you know? Okay, let's find out where this is going. Something, yeah, see, you changed something up in your life, Aries. You changed. It's like maybe you are prioritizing yourself or your time and energy, you know? And like now when you do work, you expect to get paid a fair payment, you know, a fair wage, right? There's something new, something different about your energy, you know? And it's like you're taking, you know, like when an opportunity rises, you're grabbing it. You know, you're not waiting around anymore. You're not hesitating anymore. You're grabbing those things that you feel like are going to push you into the direction that you want to go into. So where you are in charge, this person's not. So where you are getting things done and moving forward and taking charge of your life, you know, and just grabbing the things that you want, right? Going for the things that you want. This person wants to be in charge like you. They would like to take control of themselves and other people. Apparently, you too, right? Like they want to take a charge of you. You know, they wish that they could do these things, but nobody is listening to them because they're a karmic. Okay, I mean, it just is what it is. They're a karmic. Okay, they're looking at the past, and they're just, you know, there's a level of immaturity here that's coming out. This person's definitely planning something. Okay, they are definitely looking at the future towards something that they would like to stop, prevent, something that maybe you're planning and they're trying to stop it and prevent it. Okay, or they're trying to like they could be coming towards you with a lot of aggression to make you stop, or make you submissive or make you bend backwards or something like that. Okay. Told you. Be careful. For some of you, this person might want to mess with your form of transportation. So it could be like if you have a bus card, they're going to try to steal your bus card, right? Or if you have a vehicle, they're going to try and mess with your vehicle. Something about your transportation, they want to stop because they know that, that's what gives you your independence, right? The way that you are able to move around, right? So that's why they're going to come in and they're trying to, so they're planning something here to do something like attack your form of transportation. It's funny to say it that way, but that's how it looks, okay? Like they're going to attack your form of, I don't know what that means, but what I'm hearing is like they want to bump you off of the path that you're on, and so I'm hearing like you are on the right path, and you're heading towards something very significant, and this person wants to do something, come in with some kind of aggression to push you off, to put you onto the wrong track, and make you be reactive, so you'll make the wrong decisions. And see, and they're counting on you being a peacemaker. It's like they're counting on you being the person who's gonna want to keep the peace at all costs, even when it comes to like, you know, I want to say like stressing you out or causing you some kind of mental anguish. I mean, it's like they just expect you to take whatever it is that they dish out. And because of your personality type, they're expecting you to just give them what they want. Okay. Now, there is something going on in your life, Aries, that this person doesn't have control over. And that appears to be where you live, who you are hanging out with, possibly a new romantic partner. Okay? These are the things that this person's looking at, they're watching out for, they're going to see what's going on in your life. And it's definitely something that they don't have no control over. So that's one thing that really is setting them off into throwing these tantrums. Now, Aries, this is somebody that you have celebrated with. This is somebody that you have been close to. You have, there is love between the two of you. This is somebody that you've been around for quite a while. Could be a family member. Good news is you are going to have reasons to celebrate. So you might end up inviting this person to a celebration. Okay. And you do have some, I want to say, big, big new beginnings coming towards you. And that might be why you're going to be celebrating. It looks like it could be opportunities to make money, start a business, in love, relationships, abundance coming your way. You're going to have so many reasons to celebrate. You're going to want to invite this person because you've always invited this person, to come and celebrate with you. Maybe this is I'm getting like a family member. The thing is that what you see from this person is not really what you're getting. There's another side to this person that you just don't see. So Spirit is saying like keep your eyes open. You know what I mean? Keep your eyes open, check, and double check, because the worstest enemy that you can have is the one that's like right next to you, smiling in your face, making you believe that they're cheering you on when in reality they're not doing no such thing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. So if you are single, there's a new relationship that's coming around the corner. I'm also hearing that you're on the right track to something. Um, so whatever it is that you're doing, keep going because it's going to lead you to something bigger, better. It's going to lead you to a reason to celebrate. Now, somebody here might be planning a party at this time. Somebody here might be like planning some kind of gathering of some kind. Okay. What is this about, Spirit? And you might be wanting to like invite this person over. Aries, what I'm hearing is that if you don't stay on top of things, if you don't, how do I say? Well, yes, stay on top of things. That's definitely one of them. But it's more than that. Like if you don't pay attention, like pay attention to people's expressions, like when you're talking and you're talking about this and that. Pay attention. Does the smile reach their eyes? I'm hearing. Spirit is saying, like, pay attention. Does the smile reach their eyes? I mean, yeah, sometimes we smile and we don't exactly, sometimes it doesn't reach our eyes, but just pay attention to when it doesn't reach their eyes. You know what I mean? Like you'll start picking up on it. And when you do, you'll know who this culprit is because it looks like this culprit has done a lot of things to you in the course of your life. Like you've known this person for years because they're definitely looking back at the past. So, and, y'all been around each other for quite a long time. Could be a cousin, maybe somebody that you used to hang out with, as a teenager. And this is definitely going to be somebody that you're going to need to be careful, very careful, especially around any new romantic partners that you will be bringing around the family. Okay. You're going to want to be very careful with this person around that person because maybe there's like a long history here of things going wrong in your relationships and you being just standing there confused like what is going on. Why is this person changing toward me or why is their attitude changing toward me? And then you sit there completely confused about what's going on, right? Toxic people are so smooth. I mean, like some of them are so smooth. Like you would not believe that person is toxic. Like you would not see it in them until it's too late. And I know we all like to think, oh, we would know. Yeah, sometimes people don't show their true colors and until it's too late. So if you don't stay on top of it, I'm hearing like you're gonna regret it. Okay, like I'm hearing like this person is going to put you through like some kind of crazy hell before you realize it if you don't like stay on top of it now, right? Now, for some of you, you might already know who this person, like you already know who this person is. You've already gone through this. So then apparently this is a past reading for you. Okay. This part is a past reading for you because everybody's not on the same path, right? This is for somebody who hasn't figured out who the enemy is in their life, the person who has been holding them down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lay out another. Tell me more about this. Aries, I'm hearing you're going to relieve yourself of a lot of stress, and it might be coming from a group of people, or you're coming out of a marriage. That may be for somebody here. You're getting a divorce. Maybe you started a relationship, and maybe you're separated from your spouse, right? Some people separate from their spouse and then after like a long time they start dating somebody else but they're still legally married. Okay, something like that. Like maybe you were still legally married to somebody but separated, maybe had a legal separation or something, and started in another relationship during that time. Let's see what's going on here. There's something very significant about you doing something alone, being on your own, relieving yourself of stress. Okay. Now, Somebody here has been thinking really heavily about moving, maybe going somewhere where it's more peaceful or calmer, or somewhere that is more pleasing to the eye, maybe a place that's more like has more scenery, or parks or lakes, or somewhere that has more recreational activities for you to participate in, but maybe something that'll get you out into nature. This move is going to be a very challenging move for you, and it might even be something that's going to cost you money. There is an incomplete cycle here that needs to be finished, Aries. So it looks like it's something that you need to go ahead and make a decision about. There is an offer that's coming towards you. There is something here that you're doing, that you're working on by yourself. And from what I could tell, it looks like something that maybe you're not getting immediate success like you were expecting in something. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. But you will, okay? That's the thing. You will. So maybe you're not getting a quick success, and maybe this could be like looking for work. This could be like getting a business off the ground. It could be anything like that. The thing is that when you are stressed out, or when you are feeling not well put together, it affects other areas of your life, right? So, say if you're trying to start your own business, it's getting affected because you need to make a decision here about maybe moving on, or this could be like moving, relocating to a new location. Okay, getting out into nature is something that's really going to help you, and I'm hearing like help you with getting that creativity going and stuff, right? Spirit is saying to be very open to things at this time. Yeah, just like open to different things. It could be being open to ideas, being open to different concepts of doing things. There's something that you're doing, Aries, that there's a easier way to do it. Okay, there's something that you're doing that there's an easier way to do it. Spirit is saying to look for that way, because there's like, I don't want to say a shortcut, but it's definitely something that's going to help you here, and it might be something shocking. Look, we have the tower coming out. Hmm. It might be something surprising to you, because it might be something that doesn't require a lot of money, and you've been expecting something to cost a lot of money. I don't know what that's about exactly. If that's about starting a job or a business, I don't know. But there's something going on here where you were expecting something to be a lot of money, and it's not. It's not a lot of money, but you're still in this cycle. Something that has not changed. Something has not been done yet. But you do have, you're about to hit something that is going to be just perfect for you. You're about to come across something, or a path to doing something that is going to end up being so perfect. It's going to correct things in your life. It's going to be something that's going to be very fair, very pleasing to you, and it's going to be something that is going to make you want to celebrate. So, Spirit is saying keep your eyes open. Sometimes there's different ways of doing things. That person back there, the one that has it out for you, they're going to be in your energy when all these things happen. So, you know, and the best thing to do is really not confront that person. I'm just saying it, okay? Don't confront that person. No sense in letting them know that you know. Sometimes them not knowing, and it's true, I just want to say this, them not knowing that you know is your biggest power. It's your biggest power move, because they will not be expecting you to be able to block them. And sometimes, even though we feel like we need to get away from our enemies, it depends on how bad this person is, of course. So do use your own discernment. But it has been my experience that when you know who they are and you're able to maneuver them, sometimes it's better to know who your enemies are than to not know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if that makes any sense. But of course, you use your own discernment because everybody's situation is totally different. Okay, because you are gonna have a reason to celebrate. So, you might be working alone or doing something by yourself. It might be something where you've tried to get other people involved and nobody seems to be interested in what you're doing, Aries. That's good. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you're not going to have success. You could be doing something online. You could be starting a YouTube channel or something on social media like TikTok or something like that. It could be, doesn't have to be, okay? But whatever it is, it's something that is going to help you, one, complete this cycle, two, have a new beginning and be able to start and move on to the next chapter, get success that you've been wanting. And I'm hearing like at the end of the day, once you overcome the setbacks that other person has created for you, once you've overcome those, once you understand how to maneuver that person, because I feel like one of you can't just cut that person out of your life, completely. Um, Things are gonna get so much better. You know what I mean? That person only knows what you tell them. They only know what it is that you share. So if you don't share everything, then they won't be able to have anything to use against you. So if you're starting a new relationship, don't take this person around everybody just yet. Establish that relationship. Have a solid foundation in that relationship first before you start bringing other people into the relationship. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading, Aries. Catch me in the next one. You do have something turning in your favor. Something is coming in. This is a blessing. New beginnings are coming towards you, regardless of this person and what they're doing. Okay? Something is definitely meant for you to have to celebrate. You might be inviting new people over to this new party. Um, Somebody in this group could be somebody that's going to help, like, push you forward or help give you some kind of advice or aid in getting something bigger and better for yourself. Okay. Yeah. So rubbing elbows with people at this time. So if you get invited to a party, you're being highly advised to go to the party. Okay. Mingle with people. Network. That's the word I'm looking for. Network. Network with people, right? So you want to go to the party, you want to mingle with people. It's all about, right now, it's all about who you know. Okay. Everything's about who you know. And it's not just all about that, but it's mostly, right now, it's about who you know, right? The rest of it's on you. You have to do the work, so you know what I mean, right? Ooh, it's too early for me. All right, guys, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, somebody here has a very hard time asking people for help. Okay, don't be too prideful to ask for help. From what I understand, is that if you push yourself too hard and try to do everything by yourself, you could be causing yourself more harm down the road. Okay. So, like, if you have a big sofa and you need to get that moved, don't be hesitant to ask for some help, right? It's not like you're being codependent or anything like that. No. It just means that you know when you need to ask for help. You can't build Rome by yourself, right? All right, guys. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I feel like this person is going to regret the things that they've been doing to you. Y'all take care. Bye, guys.